God bless you, my fellow citizens and listeners everywhere. Welcome to this week edition of WAC with CRJ, War Against Corruption with Citizens for Righteousness and Social Justice. Citizen for Righteousness and Social Justice is a faith-based organization and believe that righteousness exalts a nation and that sin is a reproach. Coming to our country of Nigeria, we can see the level of unrighteousness, and that is the reason why we members of Citizens for Righteousness and Social Justice have declared war against corruption. We know corruption to be evil. It is deadly, but at the same time, it is overweight. And I must continue to say that. On this week edition, I'm going to begin with a Bible verse. In the book of Romans, chapter number 6, and verse 1 and 2, a question was asked to believers. I'm talking about believers. And the question that was asked to believers is that, should the grace of God abound, that sin may continue? And the answer came back to say, God forbid. I keep telling my fellow citizens of Nigeria and listeners everywhere that I see a new Nigeria. And I want to use this opportunity to call on the Christian leadership. It is high time that they speak more loudly, because it is only when the Christian community begins to speak loudly enough that this level of audacity in our country of Nigeria will be reduced to the barest minimum. I'm so glad because of the trending. Everybody is talking. Everybody is calling, giving reasons, and calling even people that are making this corruption to continue. Nigerians should stand up. It's time out for being so docile that we have been. We are living in a new age. And as I have always said, and we continue to say, a new Nigeria is possible. Now, it is. The handwriting is on the wall. And I am believing, and I know that justice delayed is not justice denied. And I keep telling my fellow Nigerians that this war now has come down to the point that the judiciary have to do the needful. Yes, all eyes are on the judiciary to do the needful, and that will help in this war, in this fight against corruption. Nigeria cannot be bullied the way it has been bullied by a set of few elite. Do you know that the elite that have taken Nigeria hostage, I have to use the word hostage, because of the impunity, because of their style of doing what they do without minding the rules of law. It's unbelievable that in this day and age, this will happen and the people are quiet and religious leaders are quiet. Well, I'm not saying that they are quiet. Yeah, they're talking. I hear most of them talking, but I believe that more need to be said. We need to talk loudly. And it's so painful when you hear the news. I'm quite sure that the news we hear are correct news. Just recently, an activist or a militant by the name of Asari Dokubo have come out publicly, having met with the president to declare that he is in to fight. And he is letting Nigerians to know that the reason the fight is not going too well because that the Nigerian law enforcement agencies are the ones that are involved in most of the atrocities. I mean, you can listen to the report that was given by him, and it's so painful. And this is what is happening in our country. But like I know, corruption is overweight, and the war against it is a winnable warfare. And that is why Citizens for Righteousness and Social Justice have come out publicly to wage this war against corruption. And I want to reassure you that united we stand and divided we fall. We have to either accept the fact that this is killing us. The masses are suffering. Suffering and smiling is an error. And that was the reason the Lord gave me the mandate in 2019 to perform a burial for Mr. Corruption. Yes, corruption is a personality, and just truly perform the burial of Mr. Corruption in Nigeria, March 23rd, 2019. And when you Google, you watch the video. Corruption is overweight, and corruption is killing the growth of our country. And I believe that it's high time that we speak more, we join forces and expose this monster. Because part of the ways to fight this monster is to speak up. I am encouraging Nigerians to speak up. You have to speak up, and now that the case of what happened during the last election is before the judiciary is the final hope. And we are hoping that they will do the needful, because if this is allowed to continue, we are all in trouble. We are all in trouble, but I see God's hand in it. And because I see the hand of God in it, I want to declare emphatically that this is a God moment. And God has come to visit Nigeria, and Nigerians will smile because a fresh of breath air is just around the corner. I know. Justice delayed is not justice denied. I just want my fellow Nigerians to keep on standing up against this monster and keep on fighting it and say no to injustice. Injustice to one is injustice to all. And if we don't stand up for this, it's painful. I remember during the inauguration of our chapter in Imo State, I went to Obinze, the army base, and met a fine commander. And in our discussion, I told him what I came for. And he smiled and said that Nigeria is out of righteousness. And he gave me a blow below the belt when he said that even the church is corrupt. So this war is an us fight. And I keep on saying it, that together we can show God our faith. And now is the time. I'm so glad with the trending. Things are looking good. Things are, what I mean, things are looking good is because of the exposure of the level of money that has been looted, money good enough to develop our country, fix infrastructure, the roads that are killing people on a daily basis because it's not been taken care of. I just know